All right, hello everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday. We've got Caravan Heart continuing. Multiple caravans, multiple hearts, but singular in the name. We're still exploring Moonbrook. We kind of know what our goal is. We have some slimes to beat up at the top of the tower. And they're kind of forming a party around it. Yeah, hope you're all doing well on this night before Questimus. Well, let's go ahead and pull up the squad. So let's see what we had. We talked about perhaps changing up the squad, but right now we've got, Slalin the Snaily. We've got Venasu, who was Venasu until we went into the name change and couldn't switch back. But Venasu here is our evil armor, and Rusty is the sword gun. We swapped over to Rusty into Venasu, and Rusty the sword gun and Venasu the evil armor pretty recently. Slalin has been the Snaily for a little while here. I've been waiting for some sort of upgraded heal, whether that be heal us or heal more. But it probably is worth it to, like, go in on, like, a deeper, monster that we can level quicker once we're in a later area, which I don't see that as much later. Anyway, let's head into we'll talk to, Jacqueline here. So yeah, howdy. For folks who are just seeing this the first time, this is a Game Boy Advance Dragon Quest Monsters game, the third Dragon Quest Monsters game, that did not get a release outside of Japan. This is a GBA title that has, as you can see from, I guess, our squad and who's in here, we got Little Kiefer here running the caravan. We got Jacqueline from the All Trades here doing Monster Fusion. But we also have Dragon Quest II going on in the background, or have gone on in the background. So if I go to Slalin to reform, we talk about reforming here, and the options would be like, we could go like Healer and King Slime to Slime Knight. We also could go Healer Berserker to Slime Knight. I don't hate the idea of going to a Slime Knight. The reason I'm putting a healer in is to make sure that Heal Us gets into the squad. What does Berserker have? Sleep Hit, Glance Kick, and Tender Cut. We also have Irremediable. I think we can use a Berserker. Upgrade Snaily. The Slalin up to a Slime Knight. I like that. Alright, Reformation. We also have, the other thing we can do would be, using some of our, class hearts for HP or for stats. But yeah, let's go Slime Knight. Slime Knight's one of our favorites. Yeah! Look how happy that Slime Knight is. Oh, okay, so that makes the right slime. Okay, so Slime Knight makes everything weight 4. That means we have to adjust the wagon. The cook has been so good. So the cook is MP restoration. I don't think we're gonna need that for the moment because I have an idea of where I want to go right now. But Ricardo can be back. What do I have that's a good 1-point character to hold up? Just reveal orbs. We can put one of our, like, Ron Mill or something. Valvet, thank you for the sub. Oh, the slimes are... It's a wonderful Christmas slime. They're having a wonderful night tonight. The slimes are just up and very happy. So, Slalin already has like 116 HP compared to... Well, that's really good. What's Slalin's limit? 32. Okay. Alright, where I want to go right now is actually... I want to make a run at Metal Slime Cave. We're gonna just head up to Metal Slime Cave for a moment. I'm still me. The monsters love changing out into different monsters. It's a very fun time for them. Alright, so the things we do have that we want to do, we have a tower we want to climb that has some heal slimes and mage slimes that we're not quite ready to beat up. So I'm gonna quick head back up north. We don't have a ton of food, it's okay. Alright, we're on follow orders, so... Ooh, we also added the monster tamer to the squad. So the monster tamer is gonna make it so it's easier for monsters to join us. They're hearts. Oh wow, 18 rounds. Okay. So it's a little bit of a walk up to Metal Slime Cave, but again, I think a walk is worth it at this time. Actually, we're pretty far out, because, like, Moonbrook is right here. Yeah, Moonbrook is up here, and then past Moonbrook, we'll head, it'll just be nice to have a little bit of a walk for, especially, like, new leveled monsters, right? We need to get them some time in the driver's seat. Oh, Venasu just doesn't have MP. I'll have to stop at an inn. Alright, Slalin level 2. So what's Slalin's levels look like? Now, if you remember, levels are fairly consistent. We get the same level every time on growths. 7 and 6, okay, that's great. 7 and 7, that's also great. 1 speed, 9 wisdom. Alright. Slalin, the Slime Knight, is fast, but maybe not, wise, but maybe not fast. When we get up to town here, we'll make a stop. Oh, Boppy! I wonder what Slalin's skills are. When we go back to the, that's something we can check out in the can we see that in the Obapis? We'll see if that's something we can see in the menu. Nah, we'll probably have to consult and see what moves we can learn. Okay, not the slowest leveling. You can see the next is at 135 rather than like 300 or something. Oh god, many berserkers. Okay. Let's start tearing them down. We already have 2 berserker hearts, so the heart of the berserker is with us. Oh, damn. Rusty just destroyed. I want to see that crit against, we want to see that crit happen, when we're back to Metal Slime Cave. That, I think, is a true statement about Berserkers. Alright, Slalin 3, which, again, we're going to see that same level, 767719. It's like the cheat code for, like, what they do. Right, yeah, we're almost out of rations. I think we're fine. We'll be in town shortly. Huh? Slime Night Services. I might want to rearrange the squad to have more offense on turn 1. Alright, Slalin 4. That's gotta be an event. Hello? Oh no, we gotta oil the axe. Alright. A nice sheen. You gotta, like, sharpen your wicked axes. Alright, we got a wicked axe heart. Oh, do I have to take the long way around for this? Okay, that's fine. Just have to make sure I do that. The wicked axe. Alright, Venasu 8. Which is nice. Venasu has some learned sleep. Okay. First things first, I do need to heal up Slalin. Am I carrying, like, a... lunchbox? Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Surrounded by phantoms is dazed, unable to hit. Dazzled. Good on money. Let's... Alright, up here is where the... Oh, okay. Thanks, spirits. And a tiny medal. Truly, the spirits are on our side. Alright, so here we are. We're making a stopover. Moon Peta. Stay here overnight, check the shop. We got a nice gem from like a traveling caravan as well. And here we have the person who tells us about the bard we found. I'll buy a couple big apples. You've got some money in the bank, actually. Which is what I should do also. Make sure I've got a couple of these in the pocket. Okay. So let's head north for a little bit. Lewin wants to go talk to the spirit. Interesting. The illusion. We have 2. That's not 3. Oh, hey. Sweet. Free apple. 255 feels like that could be max for wagon size. Okay. Because we have the protection of the spirits and monsters aren't threatening us, we're getting more events, and more events means more protection for more spirits. The holy get holier. Alright. So we're going to take off for a little bit here. Oh no, 255 is not max. I think we want to go south, cross this, kind of go up and around. Actually, no, through the mountains, but not on the mountain tiles. Hold on, I want this mountain tile. We should probably eat an apple. So, the place we're trying to get to is this cave up here in the top left. We were here earlier. This is Metal Slime Cave. The effect of God's blessing. Alright. Perfect timing. We want battles now because we're in Metal Slime Cave. I didn't bring a perfect back row for this, but I think we'll still be alright. We've seen crits come out of Swordgun. Alright. So back to Metal Slime Cave it is. People popping out of the wagon. Whoop, 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 whoop. And here's why I was calling it Metal Slime Cave. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and follow orders, pull, like, the actual command out. I don't think we're just attacking. We don't really have good moves other than balk a slime. If we can get that critical blade to work, that would be really nice. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That's 2. Ah, dang it. Okay. We don't have good moves for dealing with these, but like, we have seen crits come out, and, like, that's gonna be our hope here. Rusty doing a little bit of asking for a high roll. I have a big apple. I have my couple of big apples. Alright. Metal, slime, attack. Okay. Oh! No, Ryuga! My heart! Okay. Ryuga is able to get that crit. We just gotta... So I can command, the monster squad directly through follow orders. I cannot command the human friends. Alright. Okay, Metal Slime stuck around. Okay, Metal Slime. One thing about Metal Slime Cave is that we have multiple, status-wielding, enemies. Droll can sleep you, Snaily can poison. Actually, I think Snaily can poison. This wasn't the Bubble Slime. The hardest part here is going to be like... Oh, God. Ooh, okay. At least we're not getting 0 experience from the other fights in here. And Rusty getting that much strength per level is really good. I could have Rusty save power, but I don't think we'll do double damage to a slime. It doesn't like defense pierce. Okay. Slime sticks. One. Nobody can hit. These are, I think, the dodgiest metal slimes I've ever met. Okay. Come on. Alright. Okay. 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 Yes! Okay. Oh, it's 1,000 split. Okay. So we're not looking at, like, 1,000 for everyone. We're looking at the 1,000 split 3 ways. Perhaps we can get the heart of the metal slime, though. Still, 363 experience is quite big. We bopped one on the head. No heart of metal slime. Okay. We do definitely have a bunch of the kids are here. Alright. I don't think that this is going to be the best way for us to level our squad in an efficient manner just because of how unreliable the ability for us to knock out a metal slime is. Like, fights right now out in the desert and such are still gaining us, like, between 60 to 100 experience, and a metal slime is worth about 3 to 4 times that. So... goodbye, metal slime. I'm glad we came out here to say hi to him, though. Alright, let's get out. Skedaddle. We found another wicked axe. 2 wicked axe hearts. Interesting. I think we can Wyvern Wing back to camp. So let's hand off our tiny metals. It's a tiny metal jar. We've got a hole too. Oh, I can't even look. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to reform there. I just wanted to look at what the skills were. All right. If Lewin thinks we should head over to Moonbrook, I'm gonna head over to Moonbrook. And we're gonna bottom dollar for our food. Oh. Gonna do that every time. Okay, so Moonbrook is back this way, across the desert. One singular berserker. Don't know. Goodbye, Boobo. It's funny, having Machua in the party, we've gotten a lot of those, hearts that we keep getting, so that's neat. Both more hearts in combat and more hearts out of combat, so a lot more options. Okay. Alright, hello, Moonbrook. That's so many enemies. Some enemies. Bum, 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 bum. Jewel is so strong. The double hit that hits for like 60. Hey, Slalon 7. Slalon's leveling very quickly. Alright, hello. We're here with some beauty. The Knights of Beauty. Alright. So we bought this gem, the Moon Shard, from some travelers. We brought this bard, who is going to shoot his shot. Maybe successfully. Ah, the couple of Twilight. Oh, okay. Boldo not sticking around, huh? Look, it counted as 2 things, but once we were able to put, you know, inspired by a true story on it, then it's 3 things. I'll take the armor. If you're gonna count it, I'm gonna count it. Huh. So that means I didn't have to do the battle at the top of the tower? I guess because we bought this from the traders, because at the top of the tower, I think was the Moon Shard. Anyway, I'll take it if there's multiple ways to get it, or if that's maybe something else because we need to. We still don't have the ability of the winds to cross north. I have some business. Oh, never mind. Kushalami just opens up the dragon horns. Thanks. So that's our 3rd orb. That's the courage orb. That's our orb of armor. I'll take it. I didn't expect that to be all 3. I wouldn't have come back here unless Lewin had mentioned it, so. Well, that means we have to head out to the towers, so we can cross north up to the port where. In Dragon Quest II, you'd normally get a boat at this port and head over to Elfgard. But from what we've seen on the map, Elfgard's just not there. So we'll take a look. I only have one mapping friend in our party right now, so our maps are only local maps rather than big maps. Do we have to ford the river? Oh, if they're oblivious, I'm not even bothering. I will take my free turn. Okay. This is the shadow of the Berserker. We have so many Berserker hearts. Okay, I think that means we want to move the Caravan too then, right? Like, I want to move this closer to the... or either closer to or across the towers. We want to head on forward. There's a 30 limit for hearts. That one we did see in the menu. 20, we have 20 for Caravan folks, which I'm sad about. 30 hearts feels like enough hearts. That's not incomparable to, why am I defending? Before you have a farm, or like not using the farm boxes, you know. I think we use 2 of them every fusion, but I think we probably just eat them. Alright. So, let's refill rations, because we need more carrying the Caravan. Beautiful song, beautiful voice, beautiful face. Everybody loves our bard. Not gonna change any names. Yep. Okay. Let's take the Caravan out. All right. So, we're heading around these mountains. We're gonna take the Caravan through the west of this continent. And I think we'll drop it. Do we want to take it up the towers? I don't think we can. I think we drop it outside of them and like see what it does, right? One ape. Yeah, so going across the mountains, you see, we spend a lot for that. It's fine, though. Ooh, tiny metal. That's too many mage slimes. Yeah, that's why it's too many mage slimes. They know bang. Yeah, as far as the future game setup goes, right now the plan is, once Caravan Heart is passed, we're gonna go to the HD 2D 1-2 collection. I know that this is gonna push 8 back a while. Nothing to be done there, but just sort of how it is. And it's going to be 1 Builders 2 Builders 2 is the idea. And I think it's 8 Heroes, then 9, and I forget what that was at my after 9 game. I have them listed, I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I might have considered 10 my after 9 game, to be honest. Because I consider 10 to not be something I'll be doing a full look over, but rather something more on a short range with like a lot of more of an exploration than a full completion, because there's not a full translation and all that. Alright, so we're heading up this side. There are helpful tools, but there's nothing that makes the stream easier. It's something I've been looking over the last couple of years. But that's the kind of... And then 11. 11 also has, like, this question I've continued to have in my mind of how I want to play 11. 11 has a few different ways to come at it, and they're all pretty large, from my understanding, which is admittedly, like, having not played it, a bit looser, but oh no, bombs. But like, 11 has the 3D mode, the 2D mode, and then 11 also has the 3DS release of 11, which, from my understanding, is mostly a different game. Like, is the same game, obviously, but is also not the same game in some pointed ways, but I don't even know if that has a release/translation. I haven't looked too much into this because 11's some ways off. And, like, I kind of want to take a look at it in that way because, just as you've said, Doc Science, like, you didn't even know that existed. And that's, that's something I love to take a look at with these, is taking a look at the, like Caravan Heart here. Caravan Heart doesn't have a release outside of Japan. My hope is by the time I get to 11, there is some sort of fan translation in existence, but that's a hope, not a, Point being is that 3DS version of Monsters 2, yes, Monsters 1 and Monsters 2 both have remakes on the 3DS. Hey, Venasu also got a level here, good. No, the 2D mode is that's why I said there's 3 different modes for it. So, I don't know. Something to look into when we get, but we are, sadly for 11, some ways off of 11. It continues to be very funny to me that this all started by me buying a copy of Treasures, right? I've talked about this as we did things. As I started this because I picked up Treasures. And Treasures is going to be so far in the back of games that end up getting played, even though I've got a copy of it right in front of me. And I guess the other hope there is that by the time we hit, Treasures, 12 will exist. it wasn't even specifically that, like, buying treasures and wanting to play treasures was it. But it got me to play Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 because I wanted to play 3. And then once I got to that point, we just kept going. So. I also really enjoy carrying around the camp. It's really cute. There's a lot of really neat animation pieces in this game. The animation for, like, a monster jumping at me is always very funny, but I like some of the things, like, when we're in the camp, there's, like, the wind over the grass that looks really nice. Oh, God, bring this over the... Phoenix! Yeah, it's too fast. Gets the breath out for free. Yeah, I know right now it's been a lot more of a focus on the re-releases and remakes, which I love. I think is a great thing for Dragon Quest titles right now. Yeah, 3 and then 1, 2 getting the HD 2D, 7 reimagined. These are all, like, great ways to reintroduce the world at large, a generation of new, and like, folks who already have played the games all to, like, the series as a whole. And that's super exciting. Yeah, we're just eating through these. Oh, I need to heal after this fight. Big Scorpion. But yeah, I think that's like both a smart thing to be doing because, like, there are a lot of good reasons to want to, like, re-release and update, like, these older titles that they've already kind of done different iterations on updates. Ooh, now we're good. If Ron Mill says we're good, we're good. Alright. We're almost out of rations. This is fine. Onion Master and Grizzly. Let's get these Onion Masters out of here. Let's get these Onion Masters out of here as quick as possible. They have boom. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh my god, we're taking... That's Venasu on the ground. Okay. Terrible. Venasu didn't even get to act there. This is... We're dead. Oh, we're smoked. Huh. We don't even have the damage to be able to take out half this fight right now. This game's got some terrifying scaling. We need to run so that I can put the camp down. Nope. Alright. Where does that put the camp, I wonder? Does that put it back to where it was, or does it drop it where I am? I don't know. Like, where are we? Where am I at? Okay, we're at where we were, which makes sense. Damn. Terrifying. Buddy, I need to... Thank you. Okay. Onion Master. Okay. Minimum, let's get this camp over to the desert. And then we can drop the camp there and use it as like a base camp to try to make headway into, like, make headway into the north side. Ooh, Bombcraig Heart. Okay, 265 on that. That's so many heroes. Okay. Let's get rid of the mages first. Bonk. They keep trying to cast Thornade, so it's fine. Alright, we can bonk the rest of these. Yeah, we've just got like we've got a couple times that like we've been introduced to a bit more of a cliff that we're trying to find our way to climb up. The mages at the top of the tower, some of the bosses have been we've gotten into like funky stasis with them, but only after somebody gets knocked out, which is very funny. Got a lot of health, Pod Hero. Fight's worth 120. That's good. Third of a metal slime. We've got the health. We're kind of missing the offensive power, I feel. Just like we've got the HP. Sure. How dreadful. Wow. One lone hero who fights Jula and loses. That's fine. Okay, we're finally back to normal eating. Let's go ahead and put the camp down here then. Ooh, the Pod Hero Heart is something that's a really nice one to get because it's an extra star up. Okay. Good to keep in mind. Alright. So we've dropped camp out here. Now we have a better, like, home base if we fall over. We're a little closer. We won't have to, like, make the long haul back out here. Alright. And all the rations, please. Thank you. Horn and horn bound by a charm. Well, we've already got 3 orbs. That's so close to a wish. A lot easier when there's only 4 Dragon Balls instead of 7, right? Like, damn. Like, I wish Shenron was, you know... If Shenron would take halvesies, like... Our wish is just like, hey, Mom and Dad have, like... You know, whooping cough. We just need him healed up. It's like bad, but it's not the end of the world. We just need to help him. Like, you know, we're not asking for to revive the earth. Craig. Experience around here is pretty good too. So like doing some leveling out here to be able to the moles? Fine, my 5 food. Ooh, the tiny metals in the desert. Okay, splitting the damage is really good for us here because we've got a ice bolt we're doing, so phoenixes. Alright, give me those. Triple Berserker. Crunch. Berserker's not worth as much experience. Okay, I want to heal up. Phoenix is also. Worth some rations, though. Someday we'll get heal more. I do have to believe that. We reset the level on Slalin, so I know it's going to be a little longer, just based on how, like, abilities work like that. But it's high up on my list of Ooh, the dead father's heart. Okay. Whoa. Melee rations. Let's head up north. So yeah, the fights past the desert here are very dangerous. We're going to want to keep ourselves topped off to make sure that we don't fall over to, like, visible bears, as it were. Alright, what sort of visible bears? No, that's just a little too high up on the list. That's if it's half that group, I'm fine. If it's that full group, the War Lizard. Yo, okay. Tell me about the War Lizard. Okay, what a cool looking lizard. Okay, one enemy, so. Ah, Slalin 9, of course. 76, 77, 19. Immediate Heart of the War Lizard. Ooh, okay. Exciting. Always love to get a new heart. Alright. I check the heart. Do we get to see its... Yeah, we do. Sap, save power, twin hits. Okay. That's real stuff. Dead father has Vivify if I want to steal that onto somebody. That's good. Yeah. Twin hits is exciting to have there. I don't hate having sap. The other one I wanted to look at is in our party, but I can't look at Slime Knight because Slime Knight's in our party. Unless I'm sorry, this is terrifying. What the hell are this? The gate guard. Okay, they hit reasonably hard. Okay. Okay. A little terrified here. Weird light. Thank God the Onion Master's just attacking. Okay, Stone Kid's off the table. That's great. But yeah, twin hits is important because it is oomph. Something I'm very happy to have in the pocket. Okay. Onion Master off the table. Okay. 200 experience from that. Holy smokes. Fights up. We've reached we are climbing the side of a very tall plateau. I think we're doing a good job of trying to stick over the line here. Dragon Rider, 2 Onion Masters, and a Gate Guard. Blaze Cut. Okay. And one of them did cast Boom. Damn, that's bad. If we can get Onion Masters off the table. That did not kill. Oh no! No one went down. Well. Yeah. Let's get Slalin over a line. Rusty got a level from that. Not great. Let's take the portal. I have been chosen by God to defend people. Irene. Irene? Okay. You are a knight. Okay. Nope, Voldo's still in the party. No, I'm gonna keep trying to have the taming going. Alright, we're gonna try and make it. We're gonna push forward. Yo! It's Dragon of Quest. Yeah. Okay. Merry Christmas. Can't use while moving. Okay. Chapter 5, To the Open Seas. Oh, and we get to auto-move the camp. Okay, good. So we have put ourselves in a dangerous spot. Like, you know, fights around here are like 1 or 2 fights away from us falling over. But that's the best place to trial by fire, right? If we want to level up, if we want to become stronger, get better hearts, get different abilities, nowhere else to be but in the lava, going, you know, you know, like, As long as we don't take the last point of damage and we just keep taking one, you know, a point, it's fine. We also have a new town to check out. Hopefully we can find some more friends there. Alright, drop our tiny mills. $9.99, $9.99, $9.99. Oh, I should stay at the end. Moving the caravan did not heal me. We're explorers. We just gotta do all the exploring we can. We'll also quick while we're here. Save. And we'll refill on rations. Won't be able to board ships for free. Alright, topping out. And this is the last orb of Loto we're after. Here we got one more illusion to meet. I've been a fool. Anyway. Harbor. Just a mage slime, huh? Okay. So, this harbor is where you ended up getting a ship. You can see the little port there. You also fought a little gremlin here. I don't immediately... Okay, world leaves. And a box lunch. I can't, though. I only have so many slots. If I tell yes to them, they're gonna kick somebody else out. So I can't add anybody else to the party anymore. I've been full for like half of the last chapter. I'm kind of sad about it. Okay, having different people around will set up more things, but we just don't have the space of the caravan. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, we've had to let go of every fisher, because right now, if you take a look at our hearts, I'm trying to figure out what we want to do with that. Medic, fisher, dancer, seer, wisdom. Okay. Huh. Something weird happening over in Elfgard? I like that a thief sets up a bank. Alright, there's so many people I have to keep, too. Oh, I can have Boldo leave now. I guess they wouldn't let me have Boldo leave while I was in Chapter 4 still. Heart of the Bard. Alright, what does Thief have for... They have the Dragon Quest III Thief. Command X-Ray. And it steals in Getzel steal in battle. Huh. I guess that'll let me see if a treasure chest is a mimic, is I think that one. Okay. Alright, so let's head over to the church. Huh. Elfgard is just gone, huh? Weird. Alright, let's check the harbor. Goodbye. Alright, that's all we need to do is check the harbor. That's scary. Famous merchant in Venasu. Okay. Huh. So this is an item that just lets me move the camp. I want to make sure I've got one of these on my body. I'll give you 90. Okay. And also, hey, you know, if you're gonna travel and not take your camp with you, I am the walrus. If you're, like, maybe you should consider bringing a thing that can move your camp across the sea. $100 gold. Okay. We have a Samlatora and okay. Let's grab the rest of my cash. I do have cash in the bank. Okay. So we don't have, like, a boat that is, like, a map travel boat, it looks like, but we have a boat that's, like, we get to just ferry from place to place. Let's go to Samlatora first. Okay, you go to Laurasia. Okay, the boats, interesting. The boats don't all go to everywhere. Huh. And so if you remember, this is on the west side of that North Continent. So now we have, like, yeah, a lot easier movement around. Because I think if we go, we should be able to see Metal Slime Cave, like, south and around from here. Yeah, there it is. So right there. Just as a, like, hey, where the hell are we? So, and we also go back to Laurasia as well. We have a couple places we can go back to now, as well as forward, so. The next progress, if we have another step up from, like, Onion Knights, we're gonna be in a bit of a rough zone for a little bit, but we'll find our way through. Let's head back over to Lapgana. We're gonna, like, step over to, you know, we're gonna take a boat over to Bell, and then we're going to step onto land, and we're gonna get ambushed by, like, Gigantes who will attack us for 120 damage or something. It's fine. It's not gonna... Unless we... Bellinul here... as long as we're not going straight to Rhone, how bad could it be? Is Bellinul the city you go to in the southwest where, Canuck gets... cursed? And where do you go from here? That's actually a good question. Lundarka and Lugana. Okay. Huge fish. Famous merchant. Gold coins and charm ring. Okay. I took your fish. Okay. Big cat. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not so bad. That was only 62 damage. I said 100. Big cat there looks a little scruffed up. You know? Just a little worse for wear. Very scraggly. Okay. Again, half a metal slime. And that was one step out of town. Yo! Yes! Yeah! Thanks, Ryuga. Thinking about if I want to move my camp here or not. Wouldn't be a bad idea if we're in a new area to kind of shift around. I'll consider it. Little tiny baby panther. Ryuga's getting good crits in. That's been great. These things are also worth 50 experience. Dude. Venasu hasn't even taken a hit. We are gonna have so many Wicked Axe hearts in the war. In our, I guess that's probably one of the first hearts that goes when we're at max, which I think is like 1 or 2 hearts from now. All right, crossing the mountains, then crossing the desert. First crossing the bridge. That's too many. I think we'll be okay. It's a little bad, but like, we'll get there. Okay. Ice bolts. We are trying to... Okay, we got through. Hey, Slalin 10. Sleep hit. Oh. The limit's 6? Not 8. Okay. deadly. This is normal for Dragon Warrior monsters. In 1 and 2, your limit is 8 skills on the bar, and then you're out. Your limitation in like Dark Prince is the 3 skill trees that you get, and like the ways that those skills trees like interact and level. I think. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep this in mind for like getting new abilities. Like we're only gonna be able to handle like heal more, heal us, and Vivify are gonna take up half the bar. I'll forget Numb Off. Ooh, Heart of the Mad Cat. Rusty's heart is with us again. Okay. That's very nice. Yeah, specializing sooner rather than later is definitely the idea there. Because we only have 6 slots, right? You can kind of see it on the menu, that makes sense. Venasu is going to have to do that as well. Alright, into the desert. Face tree and 2 metal slimes. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna... I guess going for the tree instead of the metal slime has a cost there, but I don't know what the tree has, right? It's pretty big. Takes a lot of damage to get to chop down. Yeah, I see it also as like you can kind of see it as like a space thing. Like we only have like if we gave a second it would be, with the way the UI looks, the UI is set up for 6 rather than 8. And that might be chicken and egg sort of thing, like you make the UI for 6 because you know you're planning to have 6 rather than you have 6 because the UI fits 6. But yeah, we also do have additional, like, friends along with us. Oop, there's town. So yeah, we are on this, oh, tiny metal. So yeah, this is what I thought it was. Bellinul is the southwestern city. This is the place you go to and the Prince of Cannock gets cursed and stays in a inn here until you go get a world leaf. World-famous tool shop. Okay. Oh, they've got call wing ready. There's a bank. It's fine. No reply. It's just a statue. Ooh. Always happy to get that sort of thing. Stone Dove. I can't do business with poor folks. Go home. Alright. 10K? No thanks, I'm out. See you later. Sorry, buddy, I don't have room right now. Yeah, right now we've been, like, pretty low to the ground on money. Yes! Well, more wagons space. What if Eagle is just the big wagon? What if Eagle's huge? Yeah. This way, if we get like one big monster, we can put it in the big wagon. I can also change out Ron Mill for a more larger friend, or more friends. Oh, we haven't gotten a Lung Dark yet. Oh, is that Ronka? Oh, yeah. Londart, Ronda. Yeah, that's gotta be Ronka. Interesting. Especially if they're talking about east from here. This is in the southwest corner of the map, and Ronka is like kind of south central. Alright, let's also go check out. I'm so glad we get our wagon upgrades. That's a really fun upgrade for us. So looking for this fourth, it's interesting. We're looking for this fourth orb, but we don't have a direct call for it yet, you know? It's filled with an adult beverage. One the player. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm saying Ronka because I'm thinking of Ronka Ruins from 5, but I mean the Road to Rhone. My brain is between a few games. But yeah, because Rhone is Rhone is our last area. We did learn about players. They set up casinos. So I want to have one in the squad to see what a casino looks like. Oh, like what they do, like, in combat? That's a good question. I think I need to have Irene leave for now. Sorry, Irene. Frolic and go play. I can put Seska in there. Yep. Hold on. We'll put Lon in there at the back. Adult beverage. But yeah, I guess we can head over to Rhone. There might just be a thing for us in Rhone. Thinking about it, like, if, like, somebody set themselves up in Hargon's house. Army crab. Oh, that's so much defense. Okay, not immune to fire. Yeah, they're already tanky before the increase, and after we increase, they're even more. Okay. 152 experience, though. That's nice. Step guard. Nah, I can go with that. I can go with that step guard. That's just a damage floor thing. This seems dangerous. Mostly because it's 4 enemies. Okay, Venasu is still standing. Heal up Venasu here. Heal up Slalom? Lon started thinking. Lon is thinking of something. Lon is... I couldn't come up with that. Oh, okay. You tried, Lon. $200 experience. Oofa. Things are just spicy out in the world. If we can get some better AoE damage and heal more are the two things I'm after. Like, being able to heal a little bit more than just the 30 to 40. We have Hustle Dance, like, in the pipe. I think Rusty's supposed to learn at some point. That'll be nice. Is there a shrine down here or something? No. But, like, a little bit better area damage, you know, one more upgraded spell would help, and, like, either a bigger breath or a bigger, damaging piece. Rusty could also use some help, but I think Rusty's doing okay. Ah! Blaze for 6 whole damage. One is sleeping. Okay. Go head back. Okay. If I'm gonna stick outside for just a little longer to get that tiny metal, we're gonna heal up. The Onion Masters. So yeah, they've got Boom, but only 2 of them means that our secondary line should be doing a lot of damage to them with their attacks. Jula does a lot. Ooh, and a crit. Okay. Onion Master singular. That wasn't meant to be a defend. That's fine. Ooh. Heart of the Onion Master. Okay. We've got a couple new hearts. So that'll be good to, like, check out, like, what, you know, Onion Master... Obviously, Boom as something would fix what I'm talking about, like, for damage. But we also have Mad Cat, too, so... Okay, there is a north here. How bad could it be? $150+ damage wasn't enough to kill a bear. Increase seems to have helped. That's good. Hey, the sleep hit! Yeah! We can't spread the damage like this, y'all. Thank you. I have everybody on, like, not following orders so that I can fit items in here. Thanks, Lon Lon. Let's discard one of those Wicked Axes. Okay. You scared the crap out of me, friend. Okay. So the merchants that appear on the road just have lower prices, but we also do have the card which lowers them even further. Okay. We've made it back to camp. That's good. Got a casino now. Want to get to the end first, though. I don't want to forget that I need to do this. Still thinking about them Ronka Ruins. Even though it's not the Ronka Ruins, it's the Rhone. It's Rhone. Alright, let's see. I'm guessing casino will have slot machine and poker. Those are our general casino game. You don't even have one coin. Okay. Stake, gold coins, charm ring. Oh, there's 4 pages of this. True Tamer and True Seer. What? Okay. It appears that we have not yet learned the full understanding of how the hearts for our humans work. Oh my god, Master Chef. We're finishing this fight. Master Chef, what do you think you're doing? Magic Master. True fencer, true sage, true fighter. Sure, 10 whole coins. And then I'm going to, do this. So we got a slot machine. Are these both? Is it a slot machine and poker machine? Oh, it's just slots. Yo! That's such a cooler slot machine. Golem. Chance. No. Gold, gold. Well, that's all my money. That's it. 2 spins at the casino. Now I can't use the harbor. Let's go check the hearts. Where the hell is... Aha! Grizzly learns All Out, Ice Bolt, and Save Power. Whoa! 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 5-star! War Lizards 2. Okay. Alright, what? So if I go Mad Cat, what sort of combinations can I make? Dark Knight. Walrus Man. Boss Troll. Slime Knight Star. Dark Knight. Stone Man. Battle Rex. Boss Troll. Stone Man. What's up? What are you thinking? Booba. Stone Man. Medable. Dark Knight. Boulder. What's that? Okay. Usually that's muted. Berserker. Okay. Oh yeah, that's something we've already been encountering with, like, our 3-star ones, is that, like, we're at level 10. Slalin, I think, is the only one who can even, like... Leveling has already been a really slow process on this. If we get up to, like, bosses, it could be worse. It's already pretty bad. But I want to take a look at what we have, like, what sort of options come up out of this. Boss Troll, Darkhorn, Dragon Rider. Yo! It's everyone's favorite friend from Dragon Warrior Monsters, Andriel. We need to make 100 Andriels to make any monster in the world. Okay, that's... I'll have you know that's very high on my list of things I want to be doing, is Andriel. So also going up a star looks like that goes up weight. Not always, but like, because like Andriel doesn't, but like Boss Troll does. It looks like we can sometimes go up. Yeah. If we find a Gulpal, we use the Gulpal to make an Andriel, and then an Andriel to make everything big. So... hey, Gnome. I'm just looking at, our combinations to make an Andriel, because, you know, it's a Dragon Warrior Monsters. This is clearly the most important monster to get into. I don't think I'm gonna do it right now because, again, we're exactly level 10. I don't want to, like... I don't want to jump up again here. But Venasu is the next one I think that wants to make a jump, just because, like, Evil Armor hasn't been terribly exciting. Venasu, I think, has been our like, Rusty is very good physically. Slalin is doing a lot of, like, magic, healing, support. Venasu hasn't found a niche yet. So... we need a material monster so we can make a Mediball. I do have a Mediball heart. Where's my Mediball heart? Yeah, there it is. Mediball heart. Combinations in this one are a little funky because you use 2 hearts. You, like, when you fuse a monster, you fuse it with itself. You fuse itself and 2 hearts. So, like, getting things to where you want is not as straightforward as you'd think. Alright, we chucked the in now, right? Yeah, alright. So let's head to Rhone, I think, is going to be our next road. I don't think I have the cash right now. Let's, ooh, War Lizard. Critical Blade. Glad Sleep Hit is doing work. Yeah, we also destroyed Gender, which, you know, is working well. Our lead here is Kiefer. This is Kiefer, as a kid from 7, but you can see Kiefer has a big hat. That's what, it looks like a shield, but that's just a big hat that Kiefer has. I can't, like, look at Kiefer, because Kiefer is the lead. But we also have our squad, and then the backup squad. Probably want to change these two into somebody more real. Alright, we need a little bit of cash, right? We need 200 bucks if we're gonna head over to Rhone. God, the go all-out strategy is just not working because we are not using anywhere near optimal attacks. fact, that set there was, like, far and away worse than what we had in the pocket. Like, Infernos did not do enough damage to be worth that there. Alright. Let's heal up. But yeah, we're already feeling the, like... So this is the thing you have to consider a lot in Dragon Warrior monsters is, like, leveling speed. It's why insect and plant type monsters in general can be a lot more powerful because they can level quicker. Whereas, like, our squad here is all pretty hefty. Dragon and big armor. Slime Knight's pretty quick, but as you can see, Slime Knight has bypassed everyone else in level. So... It's a tough thing to consider. I'm gonna... No, you can't have my money. I'm trying to get some cash right now. Yeah. Right now, it's been a bit of a... Like, the big thing we're looking at here is that, like, Slalin still is on heal rather than heal more. We haven't learned Heal Us, and I know Rusty will be able to learn Hustle Dance as far as our, like, defense is concerned. And our offense is still kind of in, like, Firebolt, Ice Bolt, or Firebane, Ice Bolt. So, when we come up against some larger groups, we don't have quite the stuff to get over the line easily. And that's not going to get any better on the reforming, because if Slalin reforms, we're not going to have to heal us at all, because we're coming off of not having that. So, at the moment, we're going to keep the squad as it is so that we can try to get some of the powerful pieces out of the levels for them. And our current goal is we want to head over to Rhone and check out how things are over on that side of the world. Hey, Rusty level 10, speaking of. 6-3. I know Rusty gets 8 attack on levels, which is really good for Rusty. Glance Kick. Oh, Rusty only had 3 skills. That's not as exciting as I was hoping. I was hoping for a roundhouse kick style move or something like that for Rusty to have a skill with. Okay, that Grizzly is dead as hell. Grizzly obliterated, gone. Alright, Dexton's got Venasus back. Okay, Venas is good. Alright, so we got enough cash. Let's quick take a stop at the end. We're not gonna move the camp, I don't think. We have the ability to move the camp with the item, with the call wing. So if we want to move the camp when we go over to Rhone, we can do that. I want to get an Andriel in the party, though. Not gonna lie. Andriel is, you know, it's like seeing a Gulple, right? Like, I see a Gulple and I go, ooh, it's Gulple, right? Like... Before we leave here, hold on. There's a north side of the area I want to go check out. Let's see if, like, maybe there's a shrine or something. Like, north of these mountains, there's the deep mountains, and there's a slightly little thing that we can kind of sneak through up here. Alright, Jewel's got the big damage still, thank goodness. Ooh. We already have a Grizzly Heart. That's probably fine. I think Mad Plant was one of our first monsters. Venasu was a Mad Plant. Or like an egg, like, you know, an eggplant. Rusty was a cat. And Slalin was a slime. Slalin is currently a using a heal slime as a parent. That's where the healing is coming from. Slalin is a snail slime. And here's Mad Plan right here. Whatever, we already have one. Oh, I'm looking for Heal Us in that, I'm looking at Heal Us in that, sorry, Slalin is a Slime Knight, but our Slime Knight is level 10. We just don't have Heal Us because the monster that would learn it is level 10. So, I think we need, my gut is like 20 for that. Just based on like my gut of where we would learn a move. Ooh, 2 Onion Masters. Okay. Let's try to get rid of the Onion Masters. Yeah, that's why. Okay, 1 Onion Master down. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, that's like a sort of assumption based on like clerics learning it where they do in like a little more than like where they do in 3. Like if it's a little over 20, that would, yeah, okay, that checks. Yeah, because like it's right after a point where you would like make the swap over if you were doing things in 3. So, we're gonna check out north here, is the idea. Gotta keep on our toes, though, as you can see. The Onion Masters have Boom, and Boom is 50 to everybody, which could very easily take out our squad. I don't know when Healmore is gonna come up, because, like, I know Slalin was, like, level, like, 17 or so. I guess it's got to be pretty far up there. Alright. Anything on this side of the... Nope, nothing on this side of the mountains. Okay. 2 Onion Masters. Then again, that might have been a... now that I think about it, that could be like a wisdom thing. We'll have to check what Slalin's wisdom is. I think Slalin has really good wisdom. It was bad speed, right? It was like 9 wisdom a level. So that's good. If wisdom was the issue on Slalin in the previous form, I think we'll be good this time. Okay, one of them out of here. Heal more listed at 14. Yeah, we didn't get heal on like we had this buddy at level, like, 17, and we didn't have heal more, so... I just assumed that means we didn't have enough wisdom, just because, like... And, like, here we have... Yeah, there's no way. Look at that, 200 wisdom, the wisest slime in the world! The slowest slime in the world, too, mind you, but, you know... You ever need any advice, just go ask Slalin anything. across these. Let's head back and quick hit the end. Iron Turtle. The wisdom of the Slime Knight. Hey, Iron Turtle down. Hey, Slough 11. Good. Okay. So yeah, let's touch the caravan, heal up. We can't... I'll probably be fine with this. Hey, Pod Hero. Just wanted that one gone, Julid. Okay. Don't help it. That's too cruel. That feels awful. Just like, sorry. Richard. I'm gonna go adjust my party a little bit. There we are. Hey, buddy. I need to move some people around. Remove, and then add. Could add Seska back in. I could also add back in Ricardo with the MP heal and fight. Or gets theft. Try this. The Restrained Power Squad. Okay. Hiding our true form. Okay. So let's head on out. We can take the harbor over to Bellanul, and then from Bellanul to Rhone. And then from Rhone... That's 3 of them. That's gonna be terrifying, but, like, possible. Oh! Well... Okay. Tried to steal a heart from the monster, but that monster was heartless. Hoofa. Okay. Okay, it's fine. One fight out of the camp and everyone's on the floor. Yeah, alright. Damn. I'm pulling the thief out of the party. We do not have the ability to hold a thief, like, in this squad. We We need every single piece of this squad dedicated to combat and nothing else. We don't have the ability to run around with theft in our heart. If we need to keep death in mind at all times is the problem. Okay. And let's quick touch the inn again. Okay. Alright. Let's try again. Let's go through the forest. Let's cut across. I'm sure it can't be that bad. It's just one onion. It's just a single onion. The master of onion. Casting boom. Okay. So let's take a boat. Hello? So we want to go to Venasu. And then from Venasu, we want to go to... We want to continue our journey. We're still looking for that fourth Loto orb. Don't have much as far as... Is that real? Is that still there? It's real! Yoink. Alright. Lundarkia. That was also why I was thinking of Ronka. Okay. So it looks like this outpost is outside of the road. All of a sudden, was that Slime Island? Ooh, can we go to Slime Island? The town of Pelpoi is to the west. Okay. Guard stave, sure. And where cannot you take me from a ship? Just curious. Okay, Moonbrook and Venasu, sure. Alright, welcome to Ronka. How bad is it? Yo, how good is it? Oh, those are powerful. That's terrifying. Increase. Yeah, we can't get any damage through physically here. That's fine. Okay. You can see town up there. You just have to go across the mountains a little bit. The Pump Knight. Good night. Okay, they've got Blaze Cut. Okay, they really like Blaze Cut. Sure. They also have incredible physical defense. We've not been able to do real physical damage to most enemies in this area. We get the crit though, that pierces, which is nice. So many rare monsters in this game? Yeah! So many monsters that I've seen, I'm like, what are you talking about? Where, like... Caravan Hearts just holds the hearts of so many hidden monsters. Okay, pumps... Okay. Get some pumpkin rations. Alright. One more fight. Ooh, Skeletor. You're immune to... Something tells me you're immune to one of these. Lightning Cut. Yikes! Everyone around here just hits as hard as possible. Lightning Cut, Venasu down, yep. Let's get to town. Alright. Helpoi. Let's go to the church first. I'll use my allowance. You know what? Sure, I'll take you with. I think Lum can take off for now. Good to have you around for a little while, Lum, but we're good. Reveal orbs. Alright, Venasu off the ground. Venasu is the one I'm thinking that's gonna get the next reformation. Venasu just gets on the ground so often. If we can find a way to use, like, as I said, probably Andriel. Let's check around town. Oh no! I thought you meant our caravan. Whoops. I had an awesome dream about orbs. The ocean split open and a huge island appeared. Oh. Okay, I thought that Rhone was gonna be where our last orb was, and then we, like, you know, sorry, I thought Rhone was going to be where the end of the game was, but I think it's gonna be that, like, Hargon's house, and, like, that is gonna be where Orb 4 is, and then Orb 4 is gonna bring back Elfgard, and Elfgard will be, like, we have to go hand over the orbs for our wish, right? Alright, let's check the end. We'll go talk to folks. Okay. I'm more handsome than you, I'm the wandering bard. I'm good, thanks. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Nah, I'm okay, it's fine. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Nah, we're good. I'm okay, buddy, it's fine. Nah, I think we're good. No, thank you. I'll pass. Not today. No, thank you. I'm good. We had a bard yesterday. Not feeling it. Nah, not up my alley. Sorry. Just don't have time for a bar today. Nah. No. Yeah, no, no. No, yeah, no. No, I'm good. I wonder if we're actually going to have to do Road to Rhone. Road to Rhone is one of the things I'm most interested in seeing in the 2 remake, because Road to Rhone is like a notorious level dungeon, and like seeing what their adaptation of it is a really important thing in my mind. Buddy, come on. Buddy, over here. Jail. Well. I don't agree. Agreed. Slimes are too cute to bully them. I see. Sorry, metal slimes are too cute to bully. I say bullying them. I'm here on purpose. The guards around here are all right. Like, look, you were. We'll take. You can't bully the slimes. You have to. It has to be enriching. Gilm. The Metal Hunter. Sorry, Gats, not today. The Metal Hunter. I do think slimes are too cute to bully, though. That one's just true. Like, we're not here to bully this slime. See? It's enrichment. Slimes love to play. The Slime Knight needs to be able to joust. You know, a little bit of combat goes a long way to earning a Slime Knight's heart. We can drop another Wicked Axe. I think this says a lot about Slime Hearts and myself. Heal, upper, and elude. Okay. There's a cave.
You know...
with the tent here. I wonder where Gilm is hanging out. Well, shall we try going into Rhone a little bit? Let's make a dive in and see what's up. Well, maybe, if we're lucky, Medibel lives in the cave. And we can gain 100 million experience. It's entirely possible. Now, let's fill back up. If it is the road to Rhone, right? Rhone was the location where Medibel lived. Right, can't do it. Gather forth your wagons before venturing. Alright, into cave. Londarkia is hereby sealed by Domity. The illusion. Oh, well, there's the fourth illusion. The castle of the wicked god. Okay, well, I suppose that means we need to go talk to some of the illusion friends we've met. They have their own castles. We can just go over and say hi to them. It's not a problem. I did place our, let's play with this Slime Knight a little bit. God, we couldn't even hit. They're so powerful. Heart of a slime. Okay. We have a north here, too? Ah, it's just mountains up there. Okay. Alright. We need to fight Skeletors at basically full power. We're gonna have to rely on our buddy. Well, or not. I think Venasu just needs to change. I don't think Venasu can stay as Venasu. Venasu is getting just completely chumped way too easily. Yes! Perhaps this is a sign. Do we still have doubles of Berserker? We do have doubles of Berserker. Let's just... Skeleton for Berserker. The trade has been sealed. We have the heart of the Berserker, the heart of the Skeleton, and the heart of the Slime. All of these combined for huge power. Alright, let's heal up. We're just gonna walk back to camp, and I think it's time to... we just need to move Venasu to something else. Even if it's slower to level, like, clearly, like, right now, it's not working. So... Venasu is also the one with the lowest plus, at +2, so... Alright. While we're, like, walking around here... You know... Just in case. Skullgone! Oh boy. Yeah, that makes sense. These all follow. This is exactly what I expect to come out of this. Julie, you gotta hit that skull. Thank you. It just does exactly 5 damage, the metal beat. It's very silly. Come on! Alright. Let's get these crabs out of here. Okay. I think we can hit it with Firebane, but we can't hit with Ice. I think is going on. Alright, oof. 211 experience. Fights, again, are like, we are... Every fight, we're fighting for our lives. It's important. Venasu is fighting for their life, too. Alright. Snapper! Snapper's one I've always found silly. I think we had one of these around in... This was a monster I remember we were in, what, 5? It's a funky one, because I always think of the Mario plants. Ooh, it's got sleep attack. Goes back to at least 4? Okay. Yeah, I just always think of it as like with the Mario plant in mind. Alright, if that doesn't confirm that it exists, nothing can, right? Like, come on. We've got the Slime Knight out here casting heal more. Allies sure just take a lot of time off. You can see, like... Because we have double, like, squads and also the open spots and also the rotations. There's a lot of blank time in our setup because of the, like, way it is. Alright. We can play with us Slime Knight. Five whole damage. You know, I will take more Slime Knight hearts. This is just like correct. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Where is our fusion cape spot? Let's start doing some looking at what we want to do with Venasu. Alright, Reformation. Venasu. Reform. Skelter's a 4. Demon Monk. Yo! Jammerous. Okay. That's something to keep in mind. Jammerous is our, I can't believe Jammerous at 4-star. Jammerous in Dragon Warrior Monsters was the top end of a tree. There's Andriel. Taking a look at what Slime Knights can provide you in your life. I'm thinking of Jammerous. That's a direction. What was Skeletor? Hold on. What was Skeletor's moves? Sap, Blizzard Cut, Numb Hit. Okay. So a physical focus on Skeletor, of course. King Slime in there would get Heal Us and Vivify in the long term. Antidote. Demon Monk is smaller in size? Huh. That's funky. Alright. Let's go with Jammerous. Gotta figure out where we go from here. I know Jammerous is gonna be big. This is a, like, in my mind, this is a boss level monster, even though it's at 4 stars. So, like, I assume leveling this is gonna be long, but, like, if we have one creature at this size, I'm okay with that. Slough 32, Venasu 42. Yeah, so Venasu has huge... So if we go wagon... 78. That's not 100, but that's big. Now, what are the levels gonna look like? We have 100 and... Wow, like, Venasu is just so far behind everyone else. Unexpected. Yeah, let's get to the end. Maybe we can bonk a metal slime. So we need to take a boat back to... Laurasia? Right? I don't think we want to go back to Moonbrook because, like, she left from Moonbrook. Alright, let's do a little bit of wandering around here. Yeah, so obviously we want to head back to our other places, but I want to just do a little bit of wandering in this area. Fight some, probably want to stick near the camp then. Alright, 2 Slime Knight. So what is our... The big question is going to be, what does Venasu's level look like, right? If Venasu's level looks something like 4-4, we need a pretty hefty amount of stats out of Venasu here, I think. And as a Gemerus, I feel like that should be... It should be dependable. That should happen. God, Venasu took 40 damage there. Okay. Alright, Venasu, give me like 9 HP. Okay, better than I could have ever asked for. Double-digit HP growth. Okay, alright, okay. Sweet, good, damn, yeah, okay. That should pay out quick. Like... isn't gonna reach the same attack as Rusty, but is gonna be highest in defense very quickly. Which is a good place to be, and like, probably matching Slalin in attack. Okay, okay. Hoofa. Wipe the sweat off my brow. I can... And like, 14 HP means that like, hitting like, most HP in the party is gonna be very quick, actually. Yeah, I just want baseline, like, doing things in a fight, and that's been the biggest thing. Like, being alive is pretty important in a fight. If the monster's dead, the Caravan is down. The rest of the Caravan fighters can't fight if the Caravan leader monster is down. So, like, that's a whole line that's just off. So that can't be... Like, we shouldn't be doing that. Pumpkin Knight. Yeah, physical attacks are pretty bad against this group. Strategy, put you on all out. Oh, I just don't have it. Oh, no, I do. They're just sorted awkwardly. That's fine. You can't split the damage here. Nobody's going down, huh? Okay. Yeah, we have to stay on follow orders basically all the time just to keep, like, targeting split correctly, or else we kind of, like, because all these fights are close to the razor's edge, we gotta treat them pretty heftily. Alright, Venasu 3. Ooh, Rusty level. That's good. Rusty's got a lot of attack on levels, so that's good. Angel Bell. Yeah, confusion. My kingdom for that heal more. But at least I feel like we've got 3 in the squad after a couple more levels here. Poison God for, like, fighting. Come on. Okay, it's just a single pumpkin night. Maybe we can get a pumpkin night heart? Hey, there's that crit. Okay. Well, I think we've got a squad, so that's good. Let's go ahead and heal up, save up. Next time, we'll go ahead and do the world tour to go talk to the other illusions so we can open up the road to Rhone. And we'll slowly build up our squad a little more. But here we are. Jammerus the party. We're building to the back of a Dragon Warrior Monsters very quickly. Jammerus is somebody I expect to see in a endgame party in Dragon Warrior Monsters 1. You know, it's like the Jammerus, Rainhawk, Rosevine, that sort of thing. Like a big thing. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, see when I go live. You can subscribe to the Cool Skull Slimes, Mold Drifters, and Mimics. But if you're just here having a good time, great. Glad to have you here. Tomorrow's Questmas. Happy Questmas to y'all. Tomorrow's gonna be Questmas. We're gonna be... The plan for Questmas this year is Questmas done quick. This means we're going to be exploring glitches and information used in speedruns. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of performing new things, showing off, but we're going to be showing off how to go fast. What time do Questmas activities start? Noon, Central Time, is when Questmas will begin. So, I'll put that up as well tonight, just to make sure folks know, but noon Central is the start time for Questmas. It'll go for a while. The last few have been like, it's been like a 6 to 8 hour thing. I expect that the actual run of Quest 64 will be shorter, but a lot of the, like, talking about and performing tricks will be longer. So, I think it'll average out. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.